weather horn sounding across the Deer Creek course at 2:45 in the afternoon, suspending the first round of the Club Car Championship at the Landings Club. Korn Ferry Tour professionals, volunteers, and patrons making their way off the course as severe weather rolled into Savannah. Good evening and welcome to Inside the Ropes. I'm Amy Zimmer. As expected, bad weather impacting the first round of the Club Car Championship. Thankfully, the rain didn't stick around for long. After a 1 hour and 20-minute delay, play resumed. As first round play rolls on, now it's a race against time and daylight. Let's get right out to the Deer Creek course where Frank Slikowski joins us. Frank, you've been covering the Club Car Championship since the sun rose this morning. Do you think all the players will complete their first round before the sun sets?
Well, Amy, there's no way that's going to happen. We have a lot of groups and pairings just making the turn. So there's no way the entire first round is going to be completed tonight. You're talking about still 2.5 hours of play still needed to finish their round. So again, we're not going to see everyone finish tonight. We're going to have to wait until the morning for some groups to finish their first rounds. But again, we do have some daylight out here, so they're going to push it to the limits. Now, what we want to do right now, though, is take a look at some of the highlights from today's first round. Again, it was a first round that saw lots of wind, a little bit of rain, one suspension in play, but a lot of good golf. Let's take a look. Well, the early bird gets the worm. The early tee times had the best playing conditions Thursday, albeit very windy conditions. Start at number 1. Vince India with the flat stick working out the gate. He's going to drain the long birdie putt. How about Bo Van Pelt up at the par 5 third? Van Pelt going to bury a lengthy birdie putt early in his round. Stay right there at number 3. Michael Kim looking for and picking up birdie as well. TJ Vogel hanging around under par for much of the morning. Vogel with the birdie over at the par 4 fifth hole. Rafael Campos at the par 5 third. His approach, solid shot right here. That's going to lead to the birdie. Former Georgia Bulldog Joey Garber was setting the tone early on. Garber with the nice chip at number 3 leads to the birdie there. Then up at the par 4 7th, take a look at this second shot. Garber going to stick it nice and close. He would tap in for the birdie. Garber 2 under for the round. 2 gloves. Old Tommy Gainey with the nice start to his tournament. After sending it over the green with his tee shot, Gainey got the nice close approach here at number 5. Birdie for Gainey, who would be in the thick of things after the morning wave. He's at -3. Also at 3 under par, Robbie Shelton from the fringe at number 2. Shelton going to collect the birdie. He was at it again moments later up at number 3, sticking his third shot at the par 5. Nice and close. Leads to the birdie there and some well-deserved love from his buddy on hand to watch. Bo Hoag would beat the bad weather and card an impressive opening round of 4 under 68. Hoag with the birdie over at Schooners Cove. However, at 2:45, the horn would sound due to bad weather in the area. Play suspended for a little over an hour. One guy that was really happy to get back on the course, Will Dixon. He was playing on his final hole when play was halted. The former Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket going to finish his round with the par to move to 4 under par. One of the hottest clubs in the afternoon wave, this man, Mark Hubbard, who's going to cap off his front 9 with the birdie at the par 4 ninth. That got Hubbard to -5. Tough playing conditions, but the 5th annual Club Car Championship is off and running. Now, something we're not used to seeing is, as the day has gone on, the playing conditions have actually improved. The wind out here at the Deer Creek course, not nearly as bad as it was this morning when we first arrived during the morning news and then during the first round for some of the morning waves of guys. So again, the score's going even lower this afternoon, as we'll see in just a couple minutes when we take a look at the leaderboard. Going to send it back to the studio to Amy.
All right, thanks so much, Frank. Looking forward to checking back in with you in just a little bit. And as Frank mentioned, players are going low. Here's a look at the first round leaderboard. Last check, American Mark Hubbard and Carl Yuan of China share a 2-stroke lead at 8 under. Let's go ahead and hear from some of the golfers.
I've always been a pretty good wind player. I feel like that's definitely a strength, when I see that the forecast is calling for, 25 to 35 there's maybe some times where I don't like it, but for the entire day, I know it's going to be an advantage for me when it's that windy over a lot of players in the field.
This week, it's like I've got nothing to lose, so we were almost just like, well, let's just go have fun and try and win the thing. Like, there's nothing to lose here, so might as well just go and enjoy ourselves.
Waking up this morning, I was first alternate, so I didn't know if I was going to get in or not. Got here at 6:15 and just warmed up, and then found out I got in. So you just kind of had to change the mentality real quick and get focused and just shot by shot today.
Just shooting under par was the goal, and after getting a groove on the first couple of holes, I was hitting it well tee to green, so I knew I could shoot a low number, and my 15 to 20 footers were really good, but couldn't make the short one, so had a few 3-putts coming down the stretch, and didn't finish the way I wanted to, but it was a good score out there today.
We knew that we had to battle and it was going to be tough for us, and so just kind of put one foot in front of the other and try and make as many good swings and putts as you can. Did a good job of holding some putts that kept my round together, and that's what you got to do in conditions like this.
All right, we are just getting started here on Inside the Ropes. Still to come, a handful of sponsor exemptions in the field, including a Savannah Country Day senior once again teeing it up with the pros. You're watching Inside the Ropes. Stay with us. Welcome back to Inside the Ropes. The fifth playing of the Club Car Championship features a handful of sponsor exemptions playing in the field. Two of those golfers, no strangers to playing on the links in Southeast Georgia. Let's get back out to the Deer Creek course where our Frank Slakowski and Rick Snow had the chance to catch up with those local golfers. I know that both of you have spent a lot of time covering these two rising stars.
Yeah, that's right, Amy. You're talking about Spencer Ralston and Reed Lauder. Of course, Reed Lauder, the hometown boy. I mean, this is his home. He's out here at the Landing, so he's used to this course. Spencer, he's a rookie on the Korn Ferry Tour, but played at the University of Georgia.
The former Bulldog, as you said, rookie and doing well. Both of them are 1 under par through 10 holes today. And, this is tough, a way to begin your career, but great experience for Reed Lauder, 17 years old.
Yep.
He's already played in this tournament twice.
Of course, he got an exemption the first time, and this exemption, well, it came in the form of winning the Sam Burns Invitational out here, a junior golf tournament, which the prize was earning a spot in the tournament. And Reed is one of those guys who we now know, while he's playing with a Bulldog today, he's headed to Auburn. He's going to be a Tiger.
Yeah, you'd think they would have recruited him to Georgia, right?
I know they tried, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Now, I can tell you this. Earlier today, Reed and Spencer, a couple of the other guys who got sponsor exemptions, they spent some time with some VIPs here, had a chance to talk about the excitement about playing in this year's event. And Rick, they are excited.
They're thrilled, and this is... Reed started out really well, going birdie on the first 2 holes, and he got to 3 under par. The winds are getting to him a little bit, I think, but he might still make the cut if he can keep this going.
Well, I tell you what, needless to say, both those young men very excited to be taking part in this week's tournament.
It's a great experience to have another opportunity to go play one of my home courses and in front of all my family and my friends. It's just awesome, and I can't thank Club Car enough for the opportunity to represent Savannah and Savannah Country Day this week.
It's such a connected community, being so many Bulldogs in this area and all over the state, just coming through and sending supportive texts and saying they're coming to watch. So be looking forward to see a lot of people.
Well, needless to say, that group and that threesome with Spencer and Reed and their partner, some of the largest galleries we saw today.
Well, kind of hometown, you expect people to come out here to the Landings and enjoy the golf. And Reed, being the hometown, as you said, right here, lives at the Landings.
Yep.
And I happen to know one of his coaches, and he's been doing so well since he was knee-high to a grasshopper.
That's right. We've been keeping our eye on him, and he's truly shining on the links this week so far. Again, 1 under par as he continues his first round here at the Landings Club. Amy.
All right, Frank and Rick, thanks so much for that report. It's always fun seeing familiar faces in the field. All right, so here's a look at where Ralston and Lauder sit on that leaderboard. Remember, they're in the same group, which teed off at 2:45 minutes before the weather delay. Last check, their group is just making that turn onto the back 9. And how about Reed Lauder shining in his own backyard, as we mentioned, top 30, currently tied for 23rd at 2 under par. Have to mention Lauder tied with former Georgia Southern standout Stephen Fisk, who is also in the field. Meanwhile, Ralston tied for 63rd at even par. And there are many things that have to come together to make a golf tournament successful. Near the top of that list are the volunteers. Our Dave Williams now joins us from the Deer Creek course with more on the helping hands at the Club Car Championship. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Amy, this is the 5th year now for the Club Car Championship here at the Deer Creek course at the Landings. And these tournaments wouldn't be possible without the help of some volunteers.
If somebody wants to volunteer, we've got a job for them. We have lots and lots of moving parts.
And so far, there are lots of volunteers to help with those moving parts. After seeing a greatly reduced number of volunteers the last 2 years because of the pandemic, the Club Car Championship is back up to over 400 for this year's tournament.
Like the first 2 years, we probably topped almost 700 volunteers. Then, of course, the tournaments that we did in 2020 and 2021, a lot of people were not volunteering because of COVID. And now people are back to volunteering as our 5th tournament, and it's pretty exciting. We're glad to be out here.
It feels great. We're not wearing masks, and people are coming back to, to view the golfers up close and personal, and it just feels wonderful to be out in this air and at this lovely place.
Volunteering also takes dedication, as in the case of some of those answering a 5:30 a.m. call for their daily duties.
We had people here doing on-site parking of the players, as well as cart shuttle drivers to pick up the caddies as they're parking down Gray Heron. And you gotta want to do it to get up at 5:30 in the morning.
But for most of those volunteers, it's just having a passion for this tournament.
I just love doing this out here, and I love seeing up close and personal the players, and the folks are so wonderful, and just keeping everybody safe and watching some good golf.
And of course, Amy, the fact that it saves this tournament so many man hours of having to pay these volunteers, it allows the tournament in kind to donate more money to the various charities, because they don't have to worry about spending that money on manpower thanks to those volunteers. So it's really very helpful in many different ways what the volunteers do here.
They definitely are a big help. Thanks so much, Dave, for that report. All right, still to come here on Inside the Ropes. We're going to check on the forecast heading into the weekend. Stay with us. Welcome back to Inside the Ropes. It's been a rainy day on the course, but that didn't stop the show for the first round of the Club Car Championship. Victoria, how are things shaping up for the second round tomorrow?
Thankfully, we do have better news in the forecast for Friday. Second round, mostly sunny skies. Highs topping off around 77 degrees. Those sunny skies will continue into Saturday. A few extra clouds out there, but we should stay dry, and that continues into Sunday as well. Amy?
All right, thanks so much, Victoria. That's going to do it for Inside the Ropes. Join us again tomorrow night for a full recap of Friday's second round action. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you back here for WJCL 22 News at 11.